little bit fancier with every show.
Yeah, that was good.
That was cool.
What's going on, everybody? Cult of Collectors.
So did they open up? They got a top loader. They got a top loader. Is that what that was?
That's what it looked like to me.
The beta top loader. Yep.
That was awesome.
Yeah,
that was awesome.
You remember that episode? That's a good one where they go and they have to find they get a videotape in the mail from like Faye Valentine's past, but they don't have anything they can play it on. So they go in search of a player. So the first one they get's a VHS player, but it's a beta tape. So they end up going into some wreck, something floating out in space. So they have to climb down into it, and they find a bunch of old like beta play to play it. So that's an interesting episode. I like that one.
That's funny. That's funny. Well, welcome everybody. Cult of Collectors tonight. We missed last week, but we're back, and we got Geno tonight. Well, hello, sir. How are you doing?
How do you do? How you do?
Oh, this is exciting. Hopefully Lauren will be popping in any second. She advertised that she was coming, so we'll see if she shows up any second now. Across YouTube, multiple YouTubes. I think John's doing his Instagram tonight. Any questions or comments, throw them in the chat. We'll get to them. As usual, I don't know how much you guys got recently. We're 2 weeks behind, so I got a decent stack of new stuff to show off. And then, of course, later we'll get to our theme of tonight, which is physical media that needs upgrades. I bet Geno's list is insane. So I'm sure he's got, like, I got a VHS that I recorded off a TV, and I want a Blu-ray of it or something. But I've got a handful of titles I thought of. Heck, some of mine already got announced coming out later this year. So, like, my big one, my big title that I've always said needs a 4K got announced a few weeks ago. So that's pretty exciting. But yeah, I don't know. I got a decent sized stack. I don't know how much you guys got to show off tonight of just recent pickups real quick.
Got a few.
I got a pretty good stack this time for once. Yeah.
Do you? Yeah, you've been out for a while. So
later on in the show too, we're gonna. I think Geno has an article he wrote. He wants to read us, and
definitely, that'd be awesome.
Publication, and later on we might get into a little bit of that and talk about. He's been in a deep dive of Sinbad movies and other things.
I remember.
So talk a little bit about that too. We'll try to. If we're gonna have a guest on, we might as well let him talk a little bit. Somebody complained about that to me. It was that little chat I go to that Charlie's in.
Going
into that, and they were talking about that. They were like, "You had a guest on there. He didn't get to say hardly anything."
Yeah, we got 2 hours. I don't know what happens, but I mean, hell, we can fly through. Lauren should be here any second, actually.
I need to watch for too. So where do you want to get started? Who wants to start? Why don't you start, Jody? Because you seem excited about you and Mike. I'll go last, and
I'll just kind of fly through because there's no reason.
Sorry, Geno, do you have anything you want to show off? I apologize.
Yeah, we can let you go first. Geno, did you get anything recent you want to show off?
Well, I did buy a couple of titles, but they probably won't be here until June.
Oh man,
because they're pre-orders and and they're from Classic Flicks. So in order to get them, shipped here, and I'm on a budget, like these are lean times, ladies and gentlemen. So in order for me to get these 2 titles and get them cheap, I selected like the cheapest thing, and one of the titles isn't being released until like late May. So I probably won't get these until like early June or late June, both of them, even though the other one is coming out next month.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I love pre-orders. Pre-orders, you hop on them as soon as you see them, then you guys sit and wait. It's always the worst part.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. This is my first pre-order, actually. I've never pre-ordered anything before. So
really?
This ought to be interesting, yeah.
Yeah, maybe you'll look out and just forget all about it, and you'll have a great mail day one day. That happens to me all the time. I'm like, did I order something? Like 3 months ago, you ordered something.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. But yeah, I'll just kind of I'll just go through it. I won't get into details because, like I said, I got 2 weeks worth of stuff. But I did get the from who did this? Shout? Yeah, Shout put out the original 78 Piranha on Steelbook.
No,
I had to pick that up. Cool. We'll wrap around artwork on that one. I had to grab that. I thought I pre-ordered, but I guess I didn't. But I looked out and they still had some in stock. The original Westworld from Arrow Video on 4K.
Oh,
Had to
yeah, I
grab
got that. Yeah, I pre-ordered that. Or not pre-ordered it. I got it.
I thought I did pre-order it. And when I saw that I did, and I saw people started posting it, I looked back. I was like, oh no, I didn't get that. And then this one actually came late. I was worried I was going to get one of those Amazon emails saying, sorry, we can't get your shit to you. But I got the complete Cobra Kai series.
That's cool.
The whole damn thing. They actually put it out. I was very, very shocked that we got this, considering it was Netflix.
I didn't even see that was coming out. Yeah, that's pretty.
That's been really popular.
Yeah, and I still need to finish the last season. To be honest with you,
that Westworld, I've seen it coming out, but I was kept being like, I don't know if I want to rebuy that or not. Because I have them both on laser. I have Westworld and Future World on Laserdisc, and and I've never seen anybody hardly talk about Future World.
Yeah, nobody ever.
I think it was last year. I found out they did like a Future World steelbook like forever ago, like in like Germany or something. I had to hunt that down so I can get it.
Yeah, so. I remember it, but I'm not sure exactly what it was. Who put it out?
And then I grabbed the Running Man, the new one that dropped last year. Still need to watch it. I heard good things though, so I was happy to hear that. I was worried they were gonna completely ruin a wonderful Arnold movie.
Well, I pre-ordered it, and now it says it's not coming to May 6th on Amazon. God. I'm just had to go to Walmart and buy it because apparently they have it there. Now I didn't order the steelbook; I just ordered the regular. I mean, the regular.
That's weird.
Yeah.
What else is new? This was new. I got the how do you pronounce? Is it? I never remember how to pronounce it. Is it Sisu? SISU? This is part 2. I always forget how to pronounce that. Part 1 was awesome.
Yeah. Oh, I love the first one, man. Yes, I think it's Sisu or something.
Sisu, something. I always forget. I've heard it both ways, but I've never like paid attention, like really hardcore. Like, which way should I be saying this? There she is.
Hi guys.
How's it going?
Hello.
We're just playing a little catch up since we were off last week. I'm just flying through stuff I got before we get to tonight's. This was a new one. I just got it in the mail today. They only put it out in Germany. They did a 4K steelbook for Monster Squad. Had to get it because it's one of my favorite movies. And it had the classic theatrical poster on it.
Nice.
And the last 2 things I got are just things that I needed in my collection. I finally got season 10 for The Walking Dead. I've been hunting this like crazy.
Ooh.
Got a guy on Instagram that had this copy. Super excited. And then I got from a German label, which translate to Pear Leaf. They do this piece of art box collection. This was one they did last year that I needed really bad to complete my collection. And it's the Blair Witch collection.
Ooh.
They are really cool. Like boxes just open up. And this one has the 3 Blair Witch movies in it.
Oh, awesome.
Okay.
But that completes I'm actually going to have a YouTube video. Now that I have this, I'm going to do a YouTube video of the whole series thus far and to show it off because not a lot of people even know that exists. So I'm going to introduce some people to ways to spend their money. But that was my stack for the past 2 weeks. Whoever wants to go next.
Do we want to go counter or clockwise? And then I guess that would be me next.
It would be you next.
Yeah, go ahead.
That was your idea. So it's you.
Okay. I picked up a few things. Let me go. Now, I've been excited about the John Woo stuff that's been coming out by Shout Studios. So I picked up a few things. I got a couple other ones that weren't John Woo that's in this series, but I just got these out because they're pretty cool. But I picked up the Hard Boiled.
Oh, nice.
I've completely forgot to tell you.
I just noticed like the artwork looks like it's been.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah.
Like AI or something, but yeah, that's cool. And then I got the Better Tomorrow trilogy.
That's cool.
He's got
Oh, nice. Yeah,
three
that's
of
good.
those. Yeah, they're really nice. I mean, as you can see, it's like really shiny, really smooth. And then I got one of my absolute favorite films of all time, The Freaking Killer, John Woo's The Killer.
That's a good one.
Yeah, it's pretty nice. It's nice.
Who's
It's got
who
three
put all
guests.
those out?
Shout Studios. I guess they're going by Shout Studios nowadays.
I'll have to.
I got those, and then I saw this on TV, and I totally forgot that William Friedkin did this movie, and I was like all in it, and I was like, man, this movie's badass. But they had a 4K of it, The Hunted, with
Oh,
Tommy Lee Jones and Benicio del Toro.
uh-huh.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
been
it's
something that.
yeah, it's off the chain. It's crazy. And then I got another Kino 4K of The Mechanic by the one and only Charles Bronson.
Yeah, that's a good.
So yeah, it's like I was on the fence about this because I have a Blu-ray and I have all that stuff, and they said that this is really good. They actually went in and it looks different. It's Dolby Vision Master. They scanned the original camera negative, so it should look really pretty. So I got that. And
Pretty cool.
last thing I got here is this came out by Severin a few years ago, but there was a group in England back in the early '80s called the Young Ones. If you remember that group,
Yeah.
It was a TV show, but they also did this that I already had. There's a group called they did a show called the Comic Strip, and this was a special.
I haven't seen that one.
No.
Yeah, it's called The Complete Comic Strip Presents. It was on Channel 4 in England, BBC, I guess.
What's
And
it
it's got
about?
all.
May I ask?
It's like a 30-minute type comedy, like little. It's kind of hard to explain. They're like little individual little films. They
Oh, okay.
do, like comedy films.
Gotcha.
And then one of the films they came up with. This is kind of like a English parody
Uh-huh.
of like metal bands in the '80s. Kind of like they did their own band called Bad News.
Okay, cool.
And so this was the special
Very cool.
thing in there. But it's one of the. It started as a show on this, and it got real popular. And they did an album, and they toured a little bit. But it's basically some of the guys from the Young Ones, actually, from that TV show. So yeah, I had no idea this existed, and I'm not even all through it yet. It's a lot of stuff on there. It's supposed to be 20 hours of stuff. So it's really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've never heard of that with those guys. I have a couple. They had one other series. I think they were all together on. Then there's another one. It's just two of them. But
Yeah,
one
there
of
was
them is called Filthy Rich and Cap Flap.
Yeah. There was that one, and then one called Bottom.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah.
Bottom.
Yeah.
And
That was
it's basically Rick Mail, who did Drop Dead Fred. He was on that show and Bad News and all that stuff. And Aid Edmondson and.
Doesn't Rick Mayo show up in Harry Potter? Isn't he like one of like?
I think he ended up, yeah,
like a ghost or something. Yeah, he's not.
But also, like
Right.
in this, you see all these like guest stars. Like on some of these episodes, you got like Robbie Coltrane and different like British stars of the day and stuff like that. So it's pretty cool. It's an interesting goulash of English humor. So
Yeah.
Nice.
I love English humor, so I was curious.
yeah, it's bloody. It's bloody great.
Like,
It's bloody great.
proper.
It's very proper. You Americans don't understand us. Gringos. No, there's one where they do a send up of like spaghetti westerns. It's an episode on there. It's really funny.
I have to check that out. You'll have to remind me about that. I'll have to try to pick it up.
For sure.
I mean,
Yeah.
I'm not sure if it's in print. It may be. Severin's website's kind of hard to navigate to see what's still in, But I found it on eBay, and it was about I hate to kick myself in the butt for spending $30 for it, but there's so much stuff on it. It's worth every penny to me, anyway.
Yeah.
So I mean, I like Monty Python and all that stuff. And,
I was just about to ask, do you watch other like British like cinema and stuff like that?
oh yeah.
Yeah.
Of course.
But
of course.
of course.
But of course.
One of my favorite shows from the UK is The In-Betweeners. Have you seen that?
Mm-mm.
Oh,
It's like a whole other world of stuff, and it's like, man,
Yeah.
so much stuff to discover. Yeah.
It
Oh
sounds
man, you guys are just scratching the surface. I mean, I'm big into the old school British comics, even like Tommy Cooper is probably my favorite. The Magician in the Red Fez. I love him. I love him to death. I have like every single DVD of his out there. And if I had a PAL VCR, I'd have every VHS tape. Then there's guys like Les Dawson, who always made jokes about his mother-in-law. There was Frankie Howard, who was in that great BBC series Up Pompeii. Then there were like sitcoms too, like Dad's Army, Till Death Us Do Part, stuff like that. So yeah, people who think that Benny Hill, Monty Python, and Mr. Bean were all that they did, you're only scratching the surface, folks.
Oh yeah.
I even like some of the cartoons back in. They had like Count Duckula was a British. Danger Mouse. Danger Mouse was pretty cool.
Oh yeah, I remember Danger Mouse.
Yeah, some of it.
Good stuff.
It's a bit newer than what Geno was talking about, but Father Ted's like one of my favorites. It's made by the same guy that went on to make he did Black Books. He did Black Books.
Oh, I love Black Books. Yes.
And then he did the It Crowd or the IT Crowd, or whatever you want to put it.
Crowd is also so really good.
Yeah, there's a couple of older shows I'd like to. I never did get to watch like Blackadder one.
Oh, Blackadder's excellent.
Blackadder.
Honestly.
And then
honestly, Blackadder is better than Mr. Bean. Like I gotta say, the humor, the level of humor, it's 1,000 times better. I mean, I do love Mr. Bean, and I see what he was going for with the whole Miss Yahula's holiday type humor and everything. And he's obviously inspired by a lot of other, like especially the silent comics. But honestly, Blackadder has such an acidic wit that it's just brilliant, like in all of its incarnations. And honestly, I wish that was what he was better remembered for. You know,
I agree with you. Yeah, I mean, again, Mr. Bean, like still classic, but I agree with you that Blackadder, like it just has such a deadpan humor, and it's just so well done. And I love all of the performances, like, and just it's just I could go on forever, but I completely agree with you.
Yeah, like probably if there's some English people watching us right now, they're just like, "What?" It's like we already know about this. It's old crap to us, but no, it's like what was the other? There was another show, Faulty Towers, that I wanted to try to find a compilation of that had the guy from Monty Python,
John Cleese.
Yeah, John Cleese and stuff. It was pretty funny.
Oh yeah,
where he's running like a
hotel.
Yeah, it's like a hotel, bed and breakfast, maybe.
And you know that they did like an American version of that. It didn't last very long, but they did an American version of that with B. Arthur in the John Cleese role called Amanda's by the Sea. It was really, really bizarre. And that show had the unfortunate disadvantage of being paired up with one of the rather notorious McLean Stevenson bombs titled Condo. So yeah, Amanda's didn't do so well, and being paired up with one of McLean Stevenson's stinkers didn't help any. But
well, I was surprised that there was a show that actually started as like a little skit on this comic strip, was Filthy Rich or something like that, where it's those two women.
Absolutely Fabulous.
That's it. Yeah, Absolutely Fabulous. I'm surprised that became so popular as it did in America and the States and stuff. And I think it's still in syndication and stuff over here. but that started as a skit on that because those actresses started actually on the Young Ones actually. So
That's funny.
But,
I've only seen clips of that show. I haven't actually like watched it, but it's absolutely ridiculous. So.
Yeah, that's what
It started off as a skit.
I've only seen a couple episodes of it, and I just
got it.
Yeah. So wow, I hit on some gold there just now. Everybody was like, yeah, humor, yeah.
Yeah. No, I'm all for talking about British culture, humor, all that kinds of stuff.
There you go.
Yeah. Well, that's about it. I mean, I think I got a few other things, but
what's the name of that one show? It's Keeping Up with. I have it back there. But all that stuff's
Keeping Up with Appearances or something like that.
Yeah, that was good too.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah, it's funny. Back in the day, like 1987, 86. Awesome. I actually discovered the Young Ones and actually Monty Python off of MTV. MTV used to show them, and I remember this. It was like 7 p.m. every weekday. It was Young Ones and then Monty Python. It was funny. So.
You know, that's not the most unusual way to discover classic British. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah.
You know, that's
I just said I didn't realize that was the last. I didn't realize the Young Ones was on MTV. I remember Monty Python, but not the Young Ones.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was on there briefly. I mean, there was only like maybe two seasons of the Young Ones, and this is a pretty good collection. It's the DVD, but there's a better one on Blu-ray I want to get because I discovered something about this set. I got it, and disc 2 won't even play. It's all like jumpy at a play, and then it skips.
Oh, is it suffering from like disc rot or something?
It might be, yeah. And I was like, oh man, so I guess I'm gonna have to. That's a good excuse now. I can get the Blu-ray. But
there you go.
Yeah, I mean, this was from 2007, so it might be that was around that year of whoever was manufacturing discs. Like
and discs made in Mexico, I think, were the primary targets of that. Yeah. Mm-hmm. I have a Geno box set of Edison films, and it's the one that I used to rent from the library all the time. Edison, The Invention of the Movies, or something like that. It's in a black case. Mm-hmm. It has all of the Edison like short films and experimental films and stuff. And disc 2 won't even play. Like I've tried it multiple times, and I just think there's something wrong with it. And I bought it third party from eBay. But I did try to contact Geno to see if they would replace it, and they were like, "Yeah, no."
Yeah.
So
if it was newer, probably they would have done that, like if it was just released or something. But
and I don't even know if that set's even in print anymore. So I might just have to go and rebuy the whole set.
Yeah, it's probably out of print. But see, disc 3 plays just fine. It was just like, oh man, that's a bummer. So since the last time I watched that set, it's already like something's happened to it. So it's just like, man.
Oh, you're talking about the Warner Brothers disc rot issues? I see a comment from Movie Hunter. Hello there, by the way. He had a comment about the Warner Brothers disc rot. I bought a disc of because I was collecting everything Laurel and Hardy at the time, and now I just can't keep up because there's just so much more coming out these days. But I was collecting like. This was like their later stuff, like after they left Hal Roach. And in order to complete my collection, even though I'm not fond of either one of the films, there was a double feature that they had of Air Raid Wardens and Nothing But Trouble. And not to be confused with the later John Candy film. But when I got it, I put it in the player and it just would not play at all. So yeah, the classic comedy teams sets from Warner Brothers are among those sets that had the disc rot issues. I found out. So thankfully I replaced that disc, but still it was quite frustrating to have a disc that wouldn't play.
Yeah, I actually have that one, Geno. I need to check it and see if it's messed up or not. But yeah. Pretty cool.
Yeah, a lot of people don't know that Three's Company was originally a British show too.
Yeah, and then and then the Ropers, the ill-fated The Ropers, Oive was a spin-off from, I believe, a show called George and Mildred, which I believe in and of itself was a spin-off of Man About the House, which was the Three's Company proxy in the British Isles over there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's funny though. You found that out later on, you know. It's like, wow, I never knew that.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm trying to think of what there's a couple else that people never think about. I'm not talking about like The Office, the obvious stuff, but the new stuff. But
oh yeah,
there's been some other things throughout the year.
Well, Sanford and Son. Sanford and Son was a spinoff from a show called Steptoe and Son.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. John, what was that show that you were talking about that was based on? The Office was based on.
The Office.
I just heard that recently somewhere, and I can't think of what.
It's called The Office. It's the Ricky Gervais.
That's it. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, he was talking about that. Yeah. Okay.
It's called the same thing. The Parks and Rec, I guess maybe you're thinking of.
And by the way, Mike, you were talking earlier about how you discovered Monty Python on MTV. That's not the weirdest way to discover a show like that. You want to know how I discovered Mr. Bean? I discovered it by just flipping through channels, and I wound up on none other than Telemundo. And Telemundo was re-airing Mr. Bean, reruns. And that's the way I discovered it. I was like, oh my gosh, I'm here for it, even though I can't understand the look of. But you know what? You didn't really need to understand Spanish, because the thing is it's mostly a silent show. He barely ever speaks at all, which, I was there for that. And then I picked up the DVD set and everything. So yeah. And it's also on Spanish television where I discovered Beekman's World. So,
Oh, wow.
El Mundo de Beekman.
Yeah, right. This is great.
Telemundo. Next up on Telemundo.
That's funny.
Yeah, I was probably like 11 back then when that was on there. So it was just like, oh, what's this? Monty Python. When I was watching that on MTV, that's how old I am. Yep.
Yeah, right.
50 next month.
Lauren, do you have anything you want to show?
Yeah, Lauren, you haven't been here in a while. How big's your stack?
Yeah. How big are your stacks?
Mike made it weird. How big's your stack?
Oh, no. I didn't mean it like that. I swear.
We're just messing with you.
Is it like a trip to IHOP level stack?
Oh, nice. That sounds good right about now.
Yeah.
Jody, you just ate a whole freaking dinner.
I could eat pancakes no matter what. It don't matter, man. Just scarf down dinner. I'll gladly take some pancakes.
Mm-hmm. Bacon and flapjacks.
So my stack is actually, I went to a used bookstore recently. So I don't have actual like physical media, but I do have a couple of books, and they're like, a movie is based off of them. So I thought
that counts.
Show them out. So I got that. We'll start off with my pop figure that I'm really excited about.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Isn't that company in like going through like bankruptcy or something?
I've heard some bad things.
Mm-hmm.
He's cute. Leave him alone. Not involved in that.
Oh wow, I haven't seen that one yet.
Yeah, I was really excited about that.
Now, would you be able to say that in that iteration of Dracula, he could literally be called Gary Old Man?
For sure. For sure.
Shut up.
Gary Old.
I've been on a Dracula kick actually, and this is leading up to what else I'm going to show you guys, because I have Audible. Do you guys know like Audible?
Oh, yeah.
So, so I downloaded a copy where it's like an Audible exclusive, and Tim Curry narrates it.
Oh wow!
So I was really excited. So when I saw that, I was like, gotta have that. And then I have a graphic novel that I grabbed. It's got really unique kind of minimalist artwork and stuff like that.
That's cool.
Mm.
I like that.
I like that. That's cool.
Yeah. And then I grabbed the original actual copy because I like to listen and read along. So I got these guys.
Did you pick up? Did you get the Harry Potter, the reading forecast?
Oh yeah, I'm on that. Don't you even worry.
Don't you worry about that.
I haven't got that one yet. I just have the regular ones now. I haven't got around to that yet. So
Yeah,
eventually.
they're amazing. That's actually I've been talking everyone's ear off that will listen to me. I love the like the OG, like just being read to you, and it's really great. But I love the full cast ones because it's not just that you have the full cast, but there's also like if Hermione's reading a book, you can hear the flipping of the pages, or like a horse rides by and you hear the clippy clompy, and it's like I love how immersive it is. It's really cool. So if you guys are ever interested in, absolutely recommend it. There's other ones like I'm also reading or rereading Pride and Prejudice, and then again the Dracula and stuff like that. So that they have some really cool ones coming out. Anyway, but Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde.
Oh, nice.
I used to have it when I was a kid, and for some reason I gave it up. I don't know where it went, but I don't have it anymore, and now I do. So
problem solved.
Yeah. I Am Legend.
Cool.
Richard Matheson.
Yeah.
Now, this is kind of like, I don't know if I should even bring this up with a woman in the room, but, you know, his duel story being printed in Playboy, that duel story that later got turned into the film by Steven Spielberg. Fascinating read. And even a better film.
Oh, interesting.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't know.
Oh, yeah, duel. Yeah.
So Steven Spielberg, ladies and gentlemen, got his career started by a story written in Playboy magazine.
Nice.
Fun. Yay.
Nice. As do they all.
Don't worry, we only read it for the articles.
That's
Yeah.
right.
Definitely.
Yes.
No pictures.
Point to prove it.
And the next one is World War Z.
Oh, nice.
I obviously know that it was based off of a book, but I've never read it before, and I know some people naysay the movie. I mean, to each his own, but
yeah. Later on, I found out that's Mel Brooks' son, Max, that wrote that. I thought, oh wow, that's pretty cool.
Yeah. So I thought that was a cool find. And what else do I have? Oh, I've got two more, if you'll indulge me. This one's kind of fun. Obviously, Stephen King. We love Stephen King, but I'd never heard of this, and I read the back, and it has some really interesting stories. It's like a short collection, I believe. But yeah, it looked very intriguing, and it was one of those ones where it's like, I'm gonna give it a shot. So, and it's pretty. So,
Oh yeah.
And then last one is No Exit. Have you guys seen the Hulu original movie of this?
I have
I
not.
don't think I have. No.
Well, I highly recommend it. It is a very good movie. And when I saw this, I was like, oh, heck yeah. Because if you pull back like the paper flap, it's got a pretty spine and stuff. And I was just like, you're coming home with me. But yeah, it's a really good story, and I knew it was based off of a book, but I'd never grabbed myself a copy, and I saw it, and I was like, okay, well, here we go. You got a new home. So, but yeah, so those are my new grabs, even though it's not physical media, but that's what I have.
Well, it's physical media.
physical
Books
media.
are physical media.
Oh yeah, it counts.
Yes.
Right.
We collect everything here. That 100% counts.
Oh yeah. John shows off toys. I'm all over this place. So, yeah, anything and everything.
Awesome.
Yes.
But that's me.
That's Lauren. John, what about yourself?
Well, I've got a few movies here. Start off some of the stuff I've showed off on TikTok, but it's sometimes when I'm showing it off there, I'm getting it right out of the package, and it's a movie I hadn't seen, so I get this. And I guess I should probably read the synopsis on it instead of just pre-assuming from somebody else's judgment of the movie. But the person this movie I'm going to show here, it's somebody acted like it was a dark comedy or something. I don't know if they'd even seen it or not, but it's a really good movie. This is Jim Carrey, Dark Crimes.
Ooh,
Oh, I remember that one.
It's a Polish made movie, or it's made in Poland. I don't know if it's Polish made. I think it is.
really? Oh, I've never heard
It's
of it.
really dark. It's really dark. He's like a detective trying to solve a very fucked up case. Yeah.
Oh wow, yeah, that looks cool.
And kind of gets involved in the case too. And
What's the name of it again?
Dark Crimes.
I'll have to check that out.
Yeah, it's really good.
Alley.
Yeah, his Polish accent is like when he at the very beginning of the movie, I didn't really recognize it. I thought he was just speaking in like his normal, American accent, and it was really subtle. I thought it at first, right when the movie was getting started, I thought he was like a U.S. detective that came to live in Poland and worked for the police. But then I realized this a little bit on into the movie, he was speaking in a Polish accent, but it's like really smooth and it's really good. It's a really good accent.
Ooh, good for that. That's awesome.
Very subtle is what I meant to say. The next one I got here is the Man Who Wasn't There.
Oh
yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's a Billy Bob Thornton Coen Brothers movie.
Yeah, it's really good. I liked it. I just saw it last year for the first time, actually.
Yeah, I saw it like way back in the day. I think I may have seen it in the theater actually, but it went very unrecognized for the most part. I believe it came out after Oh Brother Where Art Thou, and it kind of got lost in the wake of that movie.
Mm.
Yeah, but it's basically Billy Bob Thornton's he's like a barber, and he's like a kind of like me in real life. Don't talk well. No, I'd probably talk more than he did, but he doesn't talk a whole lot, and he gets involved in some like crimes, a little bit of crime, trying to extort somebody for money, essentially. But it's got a little bit of some sci-fi thing going on to it, a little real mild sci-fi going on. So it's a very interesting.
I thought he was really good, and he really did play a barber well, because barbers don't talk your ear off there, but he was just perfect.
He's just like, I just cut the hair.
Yeah, I just cut the hair.
The next one up is this 1970
classic
Network 4K.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
This is a really good movie.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
it's a good copy.
Still relevant, sadly too.
Yeah, these discs are beautiful.
Ooh,
oh wow,
awesome. So pretty.
Yeah,
no, that's really awesome.
Yeah, it's a really good cast and stuff. I'm gonna wait till like there's a Barnes and Noble half off thing and go in there and get it and waiting on. That one. This
was just everything's black and white with this because it's a black and white movie. I didn't say it, Mike, but it's a very good film noir. The Man Who Wasn't There. It is. It's film noir for sure.
Oh yeah, that's cool.
It's almost a film noir. The way I always explain film noirs about being more about the human condition, and what makes the criminal bad, not so much about the criminal, more than just the aesthetic of the movie. Yeah.
Yeah. I like
the next I picked up the Wild Robot Steelbook. I don't think this is anything real new, but
it's a good steelbook though. It looks good.
Yeah, I liked it. It turned out good.
Oh, pretty.
Oh, the other disc is in my player right now.
Yes. I love the interior artwork.
Yeah. It turned out nice. We've already seen this one, the Sisu.
Oh yeah.
It's got a kind of a cool.
Ooh. That's awesome. I like yellow disc.
I was really blown away by the first one. Like I really liked it. I knew it was going to be pretty decent, but I was like, oh yeah, this is turned out.
And I picked up the Criterion of Pan's Labyrinth. I had owned it on any copy. I'd seen it a long time ago, but never owned it.
Hell yeah. I own that.
Nice.
I own that same copy. It's beautiful.
Mhm.
Yeah, hopefully they release the 4K. I think it has some kind of just regular 4K release, but it doesn't have a Criterion 4K release, which is odd.
Uh-huh.
Well, eventually they'll probably re-release it in 4K. They've been doing that stuff.
Yeah.
Surely. If anything, 4K Steelbook. I'm crossing my fingers for that one.
The other movie I didn't the other movie I forgot I thought I had it in a stack, but it was The Last Mimsy, and it was actually going back to what we were talking about disc rot. I went to watch it a while back, and or last week I went to watch it and realized my disc wouldn't play of The Last Mimsy, and that's a good. I'll grab it here in a minute. So that's a really good, interesting movie. I like it. I don't know if anybody's seen it or not. Very few people
heard of it,
saw it,
yeah.
but it's interesting. Yeah, it's basically something in the future has happened. It seemed like something's happened to the genetic code. And I don't know if it has to necessarily do with like climate change or something. They're not real specific, but something happens. So this scientist is sending these bunnies back in time because humans can't be transported. They can't be transported they can't be sent back in time by time traveling. So they have to send it. But he sends these bunnies back in time, and they start communicating, and basically these kids find it, and he starts communicating with them, making them smarter. And he's trying to get DNA from him, and it's just interesting. It's an interesting movie. Yeah. It has the guy, I always forget his name, guy playing Dwight from The Office. He's in it, and a couple of I always forget the woman's name. Catherine Zahn, is that her name? Catherine Hahn. Excuse me. She's in it. It's got a pretty good cast.
Yeah,
Nice.
I've heard of it, but I need to check it out. Yeah, it came out in 2007.
Yeah, it's a good movie. I'll grab it here in a minute so you can see the cover. But yeah, that's all I had for now. Oh no! I got one more thing. I'm so sorry. This isn't a movie though. This is a vinyl. This isn't anything new. It was just something. It's just something I picked up. I wanted.
Oh hell yeah!
Ooh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good one.
That's awesome. I love the artwork on the front.
Yeah, they're all doing these colored vinyls now. So
yeah.
I remember buying that CD when it came out. Good God, I'm old.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's it. That's a cool.
Oh, that's
color combination.
Yeah, I like the yellow and blue. That combination.
Yes. Oh my gosh.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Oh yeah, it has an insert too, like a lyric sheet and.
No, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Oh, how cool. Ooh, oh my gosh. Okay. That's really
Oh yeah, that's the same thing they did on the CD booklet. It was all individual pages, but yeah, that's cool that they included that.
That is so cool. Love that.
Yeah, that's neat.
I need to get American Idiot, and I like 21st Century Breakdown a little bit better than American Idiot. I think it has more songs that are consistently good on it, but American Idiot has some great songs on it too. But they're both rock operas.
I worked in a CD store when American Idiot came out, and we were like required to play the album from start to finish at least one time a day. I was like, it's great, but come on.
Oh, totally. I used to work at a restaurant where it's like consistently it was the exact same playlist every single day.
Oh yeah. That's
Somebody
awesome.
Somebody kill me. Oh my god. It's like it's fun. I like this song, but you're ruining for me. Somebody
they're just yeah, there are just some songs that are way overplayed. I mean, the thing with me is I love AC/DC. They're a great band, but can we please stop playing Back in Black? I mean, please. I mean, that song has been
There's
played
so many more.
to death.
Yeah.
I mean, there's so many. Yeah, you're right. There are so many more great songs from them that we could be playing, but no, that's the one that gets played in commercials. I mean, hey,
Oh, yeah.
I'm glad that the boys are getting money, but
Right.
at the same time, like play Hell's Bells or Shoot the Thrill or Thunderstruck or any number of the great songs.
Mhm.
Yeah. Yeah. That's
Well, who wants to get started with movies that need upgrades? You want to start us? That's I know we actually I know what I was wanting to do. I'm sorry, everybody. Geno, do you want to read your article? Geno wrote an article for In Between, and he wrote an article for a magazine, and I'm interested in hearing that. And then we'll kind of break up and let Geno do a little bit. I always like it when Geno's on, and I always like, because he's such a historian of movies, that it's fascinating to listen to his work.
For sure.
Okay, hopefully I read this. Hopefully I could read this in one pass and not have to correct myself, because I hate when I read something and I have to correct myself constantly. But the way that my friend formatted the article, it's kind of weird, so bear with me. This article is called Disney's Hidden Treasure, DuckTales, the movie Treasure of the Lost Lamp. Released during the summer of 1990, the Disney movie tune, DuckTales, the movie Treasure of the Lost Lamp, is indeed a treasure. The film, based on the then popular 1987 animated television series DuckTales, is not only an enjoyable animated treat, but also historically significant, as being the final Disney animated feature to be animated almost entirely by hand, with hand inking and painting. After Treasure of the Lost Lamp, Disney shifted to computerized techniques to help with the production of their quote-unquote traditionally animated feature films. For many working on the production, this was their chance to prove themselves worthy of feature production. Instead of being animated at the Disney Studios in Burbank, California, Treasure of the Lost Lamp was produced by an international animation team, with work being done in the Americas, France, and Asia. As such, the work does vary in quality, and the animation ranges from top tier to mediocre. However, this isn't to say that the film doesn't have merit. While it ultimately wasn't the box office success that the producers wished for, the film became an instant cult classic on home video and numerous airings on the Disney Channel. The film, which sees wealthy billionaire Scrooge McDuck and his nephews traveling to Arabia in search of the long-lost treasure of Kali Baba, was an experiment for international studios. David Weimers, creator of the DuckTales television series, noted in a 2020 interview with Sci-Fi's Christopher Inoa that, quote, they, meaning Disney, wanted to see if we could do a sort of Disney-light, a feature film but for less money. They also wanted to see if they, being the foreign animators, could succeed, so we set up studios in London, France, and Australia. French animator Pierre Lafute recalled, it was very big for us. Disney coming here to Paris, it was incredible. There was no Pixar or DreamWorks. Disney was really the only one doing feature films. In addition to the animation, Treasure of the Lost Lamp also boasts a rich voice cast, with Alan Young, Terrence McGovern, and Russi Taylor reprising their roles as Scrooge, dim-witted pilot Launchpad McQuack, and nephews Huey, Dewey, and Louie, respectively, from the television series. The film also brought on popular actors Christopher Lloyd and Richard Libertini as the film's villains, Murloc the Evil Sorcerer and Dijon the Wayward Thief. As the film is called Treasure of the Lost Lamp, the film needed a genie, and surprisingly, Weimers had only one person in mind. Weimers said, quote, I called up Jeffrey Katzenberg and told him I want Robin Williams, as Weimers had worked with the talented comic during his tenure on Mork and Mindy. Unfortunately for Weimers, Katzenberg was not answering his calls, so the role ultimately went to famous confetti-tossing comedian Rip Taylor. Interestingly, Williams would later voice the genie in Disney's 1992 hit Aladdin, and the rest was history. As a child, I loved the DuckTales television series and the Scrooge McDuck character particularly, so Treasure of the Lost Lamp was a certifiable hit for me. I loved and still love everything about it, from the feature-quality animation to David Newman's impressive scoring, the voice cast, and the wonderful fantasy aspects of the film. Treasure of the Lost Lamp ticked all my boxes. Revisiting the film as an adult, I still love it, Having recently seen such films as The Seventh Voyage of Sinbad, I've come to appreciate Treasure of the Lost Lamp even more profoundly. The character of Murloc, the sorcerer who hunts down Scrooge to steal back the lamp, can be seen as a descendant of Torrin Thatcher's Shakura from the Harryhausen animated Seventh Voyage film. The film's poster also evokes such timeless adventure tales as Raiders of the Lost Ark, with Scrooge McDuck as the Indiana Jones character. The film is an amalgam of classic adventure and Arabian Nights stories, with the brilliant Carl Barks' Uncle Scrooge comics serving as main inspiration. The film admittedly loses speed once the action returns to Duckburg, but as soon as Murloc and Dijon return to the story, the thrilling adventure doesn't let up. Not only does Scrooge have to battle Dijon, who steals Scrooge's fortune, but he also engages in combat with Murloc, when the latter transforms his luxurious money bin into a twisted den of evil. Of course, this being a film aimed squarely at children, there is a moral to the story. Love is the world's greatest treasure. Even so, the film is an enjoyable 74 minutes of charming animation, beautiful music, and a heart that is so woefully missing from today's animated output. Another thing worth considering, while Treasure of the Lost Lamp ultimately underperformed at the box office, it did inspire Disney Brass to allow the international studios to continue producing feature-length and television animation. Indeed, had it not been for Treasure of the Lost Lamp, the animated landscape would have never seen the release of the equally cult classic, A Goofy Movie, which served as an adaptation of Disney's successful animated series Goof Troop. While Treasure of the Lost Lamp may be seen as a mere big-screen adaptation of a weekly television series, there is so much more to it than that. It was Disney's last animated film to be completely cel-animated. It was also an experiment to see if the international studios were up to the task of creating an animated feature. For creative people of a variety of talents, its creation granted a wish no genie could ever fulfill, a chance to work on a Disney animated feature film. Treasure of the Lost Lamp is indeed a treasure, a beautifully animated and wonderfully scored treat featuring characters who have become household names. I must also admit to loving that iconic DuckTales theme heard in full stereo at the end of the picture. If life is indeed like a hurricane in Duckburg, Treasure of the Lost Lamp is a cyclone. DuckTales, woo-hoo.
Very good. Very
Awesome.
good.
Very good.
That was a good article. I like that.
Thank you.
Very nice.
That
That
was
probably
good
goes. That
too.
probably can lead into your first movie that needs to be upgraded, or
Right.
get a physical release at all. Didn't you say was only on television?
Well, the thing about DuckTales the movie that's weird is that it was all over the place on VHS, on the Disney Channel, and I have like multiple like off-air recordings of it. Like I love the movie so much, and Jody well knows that I have like 12 VHS copies of it.
That's a great picture.
I even have a television recording from 1997 that has like Sabrina the Teenage Witch commercials and Bop It commercials, so it's like a nostalgic gamut.
Yeah.
But the weird thing about that movie is that it was released briefly on DVD in 2006. Then it was quickly yanked off store shelves so that it could be sold under the Disney Movie Club, which
or whatever.
Yeah, exactly. And it wasn't until I believe 2014 or so when it was reissued again on DVD, but for a broader consumer base. So yeah, that interesting, very, very interesting. And the remaining episodes of the series, there were 3 box sets of the original series that were put out there for the consumer average consumer base. But then the last few episodes, lovely Disney in their infinite wisdom, and as Lauren pointed out, put out the remaining episodes in the Disney Movie Club. Like, excuse me?
Yeah.
And now when you want to get it, you go on eBay and they're charging like $64 to like $74. It's like ridiculous.
Yeah.
Stupid. Growing up, I remember like it's like, oh, like this Disney movie is available, but hurry up and get it before it goes back in the vault. I'm like, why does that?
The going back in the vault bullshit. Yeah.
It's good marketing.
Yeah.
Good marketing because they get the money. I just like, can I just like have it? Like, why have to rush to Target tomorrow because it's going back in the vault on Wednesday?
Yeah. Because once they close the door, they're never open it again.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Until it's on Disney Plus, and then you have to pay whatever it is to have the.
And what's sad is Disney's got their hands on so much. They could care less about physical media. They're giving it to us, but they're giving it to us. They're like the highest priced studio that puts out physical media. And I think, honestly, that's part of a plan that however many years down the road, they're going to be like, see, guys, you're not buying it like you said you would. It's like, well, we're not buying yours because it's too damn expensive. Yeah. And so they're going to throw out some pie chart and it's going to show, and they're going to be like, well, we're just going to stop because the movie club died, 2 years ago now, I think.
Yeah.
They completely yanked the movie club. They clearanced off everything on the website. And that came out of nowhere. I had just joined because that was right when they were dropping the MCU Disney Plus TV shows on Steelbook. And they were doing a buy one, get one half off, but it was only if you were part of the movie club. So I joined. I was like, hell yeah, that's cheaper than going to the store. And within a year, maybe, they were like, we're done with the movie club. So it's like all this stuff just kind of just went away. And Disney, they've already pulled out of overseas market. So any like these fancy editions that I do group buys for, if it's a Disney film, it's a discless release. They don't have the disc with them because they can't get it overseas. So they've already pulled out of the market over there.
Yeah, I was just gonna follow up with you, and if I'm understanding correctly, Disney bought the company that made the movie Barbarian that came out a couple of years ago, and they just
it's just in limbo.
There's just no physical release, and it's just so disappointing, and that scares the crap. I mean, you guys like also physically collect and stuff, so like that scares the crap out of me. Or it's like, no, I don't want to rely on you or your streaming service. Like I want to own it. So like when it goes off of your streaming service out of nowhere, like I at least have access to that movie. And I don't like this ebbing away of making like the movie come out physically.
Well, if they don't want to make physical media, won't they sign the licensing over to somebody like Criterion? Or
they should. Whoever lands that contract,
you'd think, but
whoever lands that, like if they settle with one label like Criterion, Arrow, Shout, if they actually settle with one label, that's going to be huge.
But that's awesome. And because then
Criterion put out Wall-E a couple years ago in 4K. I was shocked. I was shocked by that.
Yeah.
Was Wall-E, was it a Disney movie at the time? Was it a Disney Pixar, or was it just Pixar?
It's Pixar.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, Pixar. Always at some point they split off, but yeah, it's Pixar now.
The rights might have been, they may have somehow retained the rights might have been retained some different way, so they were able to get it without being under the umbrella of Disney. I don't know that for sure. It may actually, I haven't looked at it in a while. It might actually have Disney printed on the packaging. I'm not sure.
They technically, from my understanding, it was Disney and Pixar, and then they split off for a little bit, and then they kind of joined back together, but they're still their own individual thing, which is probably why the Wall-E Criterion was able to be made. So
I also want to say, hey, Stacey Akers Movies. Good to see you. She's already filled up the chat up with questions.
Oh yeah, Stacey with her wild ass questions. We'll get to them, Stacey.
We'll try to get to some of them here in just a little bit. There was at least one that I saw was good for Geno. His top 3 Western movie characters ever.
Oh
wow!
You guys.
So
could I switch that to actors?
She asked all kinds of questions like that. I'm just going to get started here with movies that need to have an upgrade. This is a Richard Linklater movie, his Suburbia. I'm just going to I'll flash it real quick. Well,
that one always falls between the cracks and stuff, and people forget about it. But yeah, it's a very good movie.
I froze up for a second. Hopefully I don't start having
we're gonna lose John. Don't lose John.
Don't let John.
Not again, John.
This could be an internet issue if you guys can hear me.
Well, we can hear and see you now. You're moving in 60 frames per second. Thank God.
It's amazing. There it is. There you go. You're back.
Yeah.
That's weird. Oh, there we go. It was delayed. It like delayed and put me up on full screen. But this movie is actually it's still a burnt disc, but it was like an actual physical release. I mean, it was an actual release because I have another version of it that was kind of the same way, but it was like formatted for the full screen TV. So whenever you played it, it was just that little bitty. It was a little bitty letterbox in the middle. You know, it was inside the image, real small. But this one, I mean, obviously, this shares the same title as another big movie. That's probably has a lot of what to do. It probably has it's probably the reason why it doesn't have a better release. I don't really know why he named it Suburbia whenever that was already at least a cult hit at the time, but a well-known movie. But I always liked this movie. It's really good, really funny movie.
Yeah,
you guys seen this? I know Mike's probably seen it, and probably Jody.
Yeah, I got that release, John. I got that DVD and stuff. I was like, I still don't understand that. You know, it's like even Criterion has put out a lot of his movies, almost most of them. You know,
yeah,
and, they would be the ideal people to do it. I think what is it, Warner Brothers that owns it? Is that who?
That sounds right.
Is?
Which one?
Is Suburbia a Warner Brothers release? Is that Warner Archive?
I don't think it doesn't have a.
Because I want to say it was like New Line.
It sure is. It's Warner Archive. Yep.
Yeah. I want to say it was New Line Cinema or something that released it.
Yeah. The first one I was talking about, I don't know if it was a Warner Archive release. It was some kind of. It was like a sort of a official release. I don't know. It was weird because they re-released it like that, or maybe I bought a bootleg version of it or something. I can't remember. For years it didn't have any. For years it didn't have a release at all. I kept waiting for it, and then finally that bootleg came up. Then that one released several years later. So
yeah, it's weird sometimes. That's a good example, John, right there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Movie Hunter was saying that Stargate needs a 4K. Yes.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I thought it had one, but I don't guess so. We want to go on a roll, or you just want me to show mine, or then
If you got a couple more, go ahead.
I'll show you mine. You can show me yours.
There we go.
The next up here is, I'll just show them like this. Senior Trip.
Oh yeah,
National Lampoon Senior Trip.
That's surprising that hasn't gotten a good one yet.
Yeah. I always liked this one. It's kind of a lesser known of them, but this was good. It has her buddy on there that was.
Well, see, they put those other ones out, you know. It was like a no-brainer to put that one out too, you know. But,
yeah. Well, it put probably some of the bad ones out, you know, like on Blu-ray. Like some of those, they had a couple of like latter ones that wasn't very good. It was like those kind of Naked Gun type movies. I'm not saying Naked Gun's bad, but they tried to mimic that style.
Well, wasn't it Loaded Weapon or something? National Lampoon's Loaded
Something
Weapon.
Like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's one of the latter ones. That might have been, I can't remember. It seemed like I had some duds there towards the end. This next one, it Slums of Beverly Hills.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
And I looked it up. I've looked it up before, but this time there is a Blu-ray of it, but it was like a 2013 release in Europe, but it's never had a release here. Jody might know a little bit. It could even be just a bootleg release.
I don't think it has.
Yeah.
For some reason, a lot of movies get released, believe it or not, in Spain. Like there's like a Spanish version released and stuff. So it's weird. Like the rights or something is really weird.
Yeah.
Where I don't know. It's weird.
It was like Spain or Italy. Like, come across some like copies where it's like you can get it, but yeah.
Mhm.
I always loved
Yeah.
the movie. Have you seen that one, Lauren?
Which
Sons
one?
of Beverly Hills.
No, I haven't actually.
That one's really
Yeah, that's a good one. Yeah.
I'll have to check it out.
This was I had that one. I had that in a different pile. I'm sorry about that. The last Mimsy got stuck in that pile because it needs a Blu-ray release. There it is. I'll blow it up if it'll work. It's
Oh, nice.
oh, there it goes. It didn't lag.
There it is.
Oh wow, yeah, it was one of those infinity
Yeah.
films.
Yeah.
Like
Is that
there was a whole series of those.
What is it, Lauren?
a DVD?
Yeah.
Oh, gee, let's go.
Gee, funny.
That's cool. I like that cover.
Yeah. The Finna films, they didn't release a whole lot. I had like Blow on a Finna film.
And Elf was one that they did.
Yeah.
Mm.
They basically, if you ran it in Finna film mode, it would flash up facts about the movies during the movie.
Mhm.
It's a very, very interesting way to do those. They did like really creative things with DVDs, but it didn't get passed on necessarily to Blu-ray.
Mhm.
Oh yeah,
I did,
packaging, menus, they went all over it with DVDs. I don't know why they dropped some of that so much.
I know, it's such a shame. And then, you get like, you still get like special features like that second disc and stuff like that. But the little booklet or, like they used to do so much more with DVDs. They dropped a lot of it. It's a shame.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Well, I could do you one better. What about VHS and how special those used to be?
Yeah.
What about what about the VHS of the original King Kong, where if you pressed the chest on the cover, it actually roared at you?
Hell yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
See,
Yeah.
that's what I want to see in today's physical
Yes.
media
Yes.
collection. Oh, that was cool.
The next movie I have here, this is a British movie, but it's a really good one. It's called The Smallest Show on Earth with Peter Sellers.
Oh, okay.
And I'm pretty sure it doesn't have another release. I tried to look all these up and make sure it hadn't had a release since I'd last seen it, because this is like a burnt too. It's like obviously like a homemade copy.
Oh yeah, yeah.
That's the only way I could get it. I think it's burnt. Yeah. Yeah, it's burned. But this is a really good movie. It's about basically a couple who, well, the man and the woman who inherit a movie theater, and they have to they're basically in competition with like a large movie theater across town that got built, and they're threatening to put them out of business. So it's just one of those kind of rally around your community kind of movies.
Oh, nice.
It's really good. Yeah. But Peter Sellers, he's like that real old man. It's another one of those movies where he's got like brilliant makeup on and stuff, doing like a age up progression makeup. It's really cool. But the last one I actually have on in physical here is the Gleaming the Cube.
Yeah, we need that.
And I've wanted this on Blu-ray forever, and they've it's one of those movies I would rent all the time.
I'm shocked. I am so shocked that Shout or even Arrow or hell, Vinegar Syndrome. I'm surprised none of them have gotten to be able to do that.
That's all I have on physical. I have some written down, but we might wait till we get to the end, so somebody might. The only one I think nobody will do is Can't Buy Me Love. Can't Buy Me Love doesn't have a Blu-ray release. I can't believe that.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I've tried to, unless it has like a European release, but I looked it up and I couldn't find one. So, whoever else wants to go next.
Well, my list was like not many because, like I said, anytime this question's ever come up for me, it's always been What Dreams May Come, and we're getting a 4K for that. So I'm super excited that's happening. And we're also for the Speed Racer movie, we're finally getting a copy for that. But I started thinking, freaking Airheads. I wore my shirt tonight. Fucking Airheads needs something. I think it had I think it had a European Blu-ray back in the day, and then I went down a rabbit hole with Brendan Fraser, freaking Bedazzled, Encino Man. I mean, what the hell? What are we doing? Like, he won an Oscar, for God's sakes. We need to start pumping out his films like super hard.
There's another one, Encino Man. That's one, yeah.
And then there was one that I have the DVD for, and it's just called Series 7. And I meant to grab it before I came in here. I forgot to. But it came out back in the 90s, and it's like reality TV before reality TV was super popular. And it kind of had like the direction they went with this new Running Man. It was just like a game show that was live, and you got a gun delivered to your house, and if you get the gun, then it's your job to hunt down the other people that got guns, and you kill each other until the last person stands. And it was filmed with like handheld, so it was really like just like raw and just low budget. And it's just called Series 7. And I would love to get not just a better like Blu-ray of that, but also some like behind the scenes, and tell me some more of the story behind that movie, because it's such a crazy movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The reason I didn't break out, I told Geno earlier. He asked me if television was if we could do television. I was like, yes.
Absolutely.
The reason I didn't pull them though is because like everything. I mean, any old television needs to really be upgraded. Anything that doesn't have a physical media release. Blu-ray would be nice because Blu-ray is the more protected disc. You know, you don't have to worry about rot as much and things like that, and scratching. But it gets television series get expensive in Blu-ray, especially if you're trying to collect like an old set that, you know, those shows back in the 50s and 60s that had like 32 episodes per season. And like, yeah. Or more, 36, some of them. Is that all you got, Jody?
That's all I've got, but I'm probably going to come up with more as you guys talk. So I was racking my brain earlier. I was like, what are some that I haven't, that I need? But so many have gotten them in the past year or two, and then coming up this year that I'm so excited for.
Encino Man makes no sense why that's not got it.
I know, right?
Yeah.
That might be like Touchstone Films or something that Disney owned or something like that.
It's most likely in the Disney vault somewhere, you know.
Because they own like 20th Century Fox, and what else they own?
Yeah, they just keep buying things. So yeah.
We got to build up that Disney Plus catalog, you know.
I know. Like Disney World having a Star Wars section in their realm, like that still bothers me, and it doesn't feel right.
Well, guys, I got a few of them, but I didn't get all the movies out to stack. So I'll tell you them because I'm sorry, I wasn't prepared for class today, guys. You sent me to the principal's office. I'm sorry. I have my pen, but I don't have my other stuff.
Well, at least
my dog ate my homework, ate all the DVDs, I swear. But no, there's a few right off the top of my head that I can think of. But now I know this one that Touchstone / this one, which Disney owns, which is weird. It's a movie called Blood In, Blood Out. It's like a gang / prison movie, and it's from 1993, and it's like this big epic, and I think I've covered it on my channel before. I have the DVD of it, but yeah, that's all it is. It's just like this simple DVD from like 2002, and it's I don't know. It's like a big cult hit and stuff, and I don't know why it's not on there. I think like earlier you brought up Oh Brother Where Art Thou? I don't think that's been put out on Blu-ray or 4K.
Yeah.
I don't.
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah,
think
it's got Blu-ray, but I don't
It's
think
got a
it-
Blu-ray, but yeah, it does have a
Oh.
4K.
Okay. And like Sling Blade, like Sling Blade.
Yes.
Yeah. Because
Does
it's
it have
funny. All
does
I
it-
have is a laser disc of it. It's a Criterion laser disc of Sling
wow.
Blade, and
That's cool.
but I don't think it's on. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong with that. I don't need to know, Greg, but
Looks like Sling Blade had a Blu-ray, but it's out of print. But if you really, really want it, they have one on Amazon for $124.
I'll
Jeez.
pass. But yeah, like stuff like that. That's a good example. Even though it's on Blu-ray, it's like it's been out of print forever or something.
Yeah.
People are paying like crazy prices on eBay. Those are the ones that need to be like, hey, look, everybody wants this. You know, let's.
I hate that so much. I remember trying to get the original Suspiria, the one like a 1970 something.
Yeah.
It was
77.
like
Yeah.
I couldn't rent it on VOD and stuff, and it's like fine, I'll buy it physically. Like I'm cool with owning it, and it's like that'll be $80, and it's like it's what?
Mhm. Yeah.
No, thank you.
It's crazy. And then it finally marked down in price. I don't know what happened, but it was just like, oh my God. Like, why are movies so hard to get when they're like older like that? Like, it should be accessible. It just bothers me so much.
When they go out of
Yeah.
print, they immediately jump in price. Yeah.
They're just gone, or they're on eBay for $100. Like it's all
Mhm.
Well, when they made the remake of Suspiria, all of a sudden, like there was a 4K of the original, and all this stuff came out of the old one.
exactly. Yeah.
And
Now all of a sudden we can profit off of it again.
Right.
It goes up in price because
Mhm.
there's a lot of people like Jody who run out and buy like 2 copies of the Dogma Blu-ray.
Yeah.
Hey,
I would
I wanted to make sure it came right. All right.
yes, it's like I have one that's still in the mailer. I don't even want to open it from its original
It's still in the mailer.
I know.
I'm just joking, but
Well,
there are people that go there. I don't hear about it anymore. I'm sure it still happens, but at one time there was people going out and buying physical media who had like barcode scanners who would go through the movies and scan barcodes to find out what was basically finding the worth of each movie.
Yeah.
So they could buy. Those people like that were notorious.
Mm.
They're just like the toy people, the guys in the toy, or the grown men fighting over Pokemon cards.
Yeah. I don't know if this counts though, but to finally have the actual original cut of Star Wars
I
and
know.
Empire of the Strikes Back, just the original. It comes out on Blu-ray, comes out on 4K, and they clean up the picture. It looks good, and we shut everybody up about it because I'm one of those people that I want to see the original and just have the, I got like a fan edit copy of it, which looks pretty cool, but
Yeah.
I don't know. You know what I mean?
It'll be the day Lucas dies. Apparently that was part of the contract.
Oh yeah. Well, there's talk of it because next year will be 40 or 50 years next year.
It would be awesome.
Yeah. Because it is scheduled to come out in theaters again for the anniversary, but
Yeah.
or people are betting that they will do some kind of release. But
I'm gonna check some. We got some chats over here. I was gonna. Acres Land said, "Oh, was she talking to somebody else here?" But she said Sally Hawkins, Ethan Hawke movie. So, I'm sorry, I jumped right in, but she has some up here. It's a domestic. She said domestic disturbance needs to be upgraded.
Oh yeah.
And also stay tuned. Sorry if I'm just getting to your guys' chats. I apologize.
Love that movie.
And let's see, here's what else should she put up here? Fletch and Fletch Lives. I thought
They have
Fletch,
Blu-rays.
Fletch has a Blu-ray.
yeah, those are out on Blu-ray.
Yeah. Weekend at Bernie's 1 and 2 upgrade.
Part 2 for sure. Part 2 doesn't have shit.
Yeah, 1 has a Blu-ray for sure, but that's it. Let's see here. Movie Hunter, what do he have here? Oh, secret menus. Yeah, you could view from a computer drive, PC drive. Yeah, those. Yeah, they quit doing all that stuff. It just cost them too much money, I guess.
Yeah.
They got tired of paying that guy, you know.
That one guy.
That one guy. He's so good at it. I don't want to pay him.
She put Heaven Help Us as an upgrade. Alan Hopper said, Heaven Help Us.
Oh. Haven't heard of that one.
Somebody else, I think, put Cocoon. I think Movie Hunter put Cocoon as well. Did I pass that up? I apologize if I did. Let's see here. Star Trek Voyager needs a Blu-ray. Yeah, I have all those on DVD.
Short Circuit 2.
Yep, Short Circuit 2. Yeah. Yeah, I like Voyager. Voyager gets kind of good after 7 to 9 comes on, and not because of she's hot. It's just because they finally put somebody. I like the fact that they put a woman as the captain, but they had to put kind of somebody annoying. She was, every time they came into her like her cabin, or her the captain's
quarters,
yeah, captain's
there
quarters.
It is.
Yeah, and she'd always be like reading a book and like drinking espresso, like all. It's like, come on now. And when she was in her holodeck program, she was Leonardo da Vinci's protege. It was this. So when 7 to 9 came on, they like made her like butt heads with the captain all the time. Like, so it kind of evened that out a little bit. Other than that, it had some really good episodes. I like it pretty decently.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Oh no, I can't think of. There's some more I can't think of right now. It was actually a movie from like 1982. It's called Six Pack, and it had Kenny Rogers, and he has these like orphan kids, and they're like building like they have like a NASCAR.
Yeah,
so, you know what I'm talking about? Like, and
yeah.
I think it's only on DVD.
Six Packs. You did say Six Pack. Yeah.
Six Pack. Yeah, and then there's a movie called Heart. Oh, this might be the ultimate one. Heart Like a Will.
Oh yeah,
which
yeah.
Was Bonnie Bedelia, and it's about Shirley Downey, the famous first female drag racer. And that thing, I already have a laser disc of it. I don't even think it's on DVD. It's in the 20th Century Fox had the rights to it, so Disney has probably got it. But yeah.
I saw earlier today we got a bunch of Universal and Sony titles, like old ones that they're putting on Blu-ray. There's a 1935 Bing Crosby, Mississippi is coming on Blu-ray. George Burns' Here Comes Cookie is coming on Blu-ray. $1 Million Legs is coming on Blu-ray.
Oh, that's a classic there.
The for TV, here's a Dana Carvey classic, Blue Thunder. They're putting the complete series on Blu-ray for no damn reason.
Yeah, short-lived.
I remember the Dana Carvey show, but I don't remember.
Private Benjamin is coming on Blu-ray.
Oh yeah, Private Benjamin, man, that was always on TV when I was a kid.
Crack Up from 1946. What else is there? There's a bunch. 2000 Years in Sing Sing. And The Private War of Major Benson. A bunch of older titles for sure.
Yeah, some Warner Archive stuff. Yeah,
that's pretty cool.
Some of those I used to buy those all the time and watch them, but I kind of got out of the habit here recently, and I burnt myself out on watching film noir stuff there for a while. So I kind of got out of watching the older stuff, as the old stuff.
I usually just buy. I'm nitpicky now. I'll just buy the ones that instead of just getting most of them. Just like, oh, it's a new title.
Well, I was just buying too much. It's just creating too much of a backlog. I never. When I started collecting, well, most of the years collecting, it was just different in the early 2000s. You just didn't have the mass amount of choice we do now, and
right.
And
it was DVD, Blu-ray, then Steelbook, and then Criterion, and then Arrow. Like, they're just adding things on. And then you want that copy, you want that copy. I relate it.
Yeah, my first
I don't think
years it was just DVD.
Yeah, I don't think Arrow came around until like 2009, maybe 2010.
I know, but you already have the copy, right? But then you see the Arrow copy, and it's like, oh, but I need that copy. And so
oh yeah, for sure.
These are the same.
Yeah. That's the same thing with me, John. I've stopped buying like everything. Like, oh wow, I gotta have that. Oh, I gotta have that. Like this month, I think the only thing I pre-ordered was what was it? Toby Hooper's Salem's Lot for the Arrow edition that's coming out.
Oh yeah.
Nice.
So yeah. So I pre-ordered that, and I might give me a few more.
Yeah, it's just I don't know. Everything's getting a little more expensive too, just a little bit incrementally. No telling what's going to happen here soon. If anything keeps getting worse, it could get real bad, but hopefully not.
Yeah. The only thing I've pre-ordered that I'm still waiting on is Zootopia 2. So
I know mine got delayed too.
Yeah. It still is saying it's coming, but
mine just popped up and said, "Do you still want it?" I was like, "Yes." And then like people that have gotten theirs are selling them for something ridiculous already. It's like, guys, it's not like officially over yet. Calm down.
Yeah.
Geno, if you're ever looking for good deals and a lot of times they'll have a lot of old movies on there too on Blu-ray or DVD. It's what's the bookstore? Right on top of my head.
Half Price Books.
No, it's the.
I
was just on there today. I'm stupid.
Does it start with an H?
Hamilton Books. Yes.
There it is.
There it is. All right.
HamiltonBooks.com, and they sell like some really good deals. Like $5 Blu-rays and stuff like that, and DVDs are probably cheaper. I haven't been on the DVD. I didn't go on there today, at least. But yeah, if you're looking for cheap, they have like steel books and everything on there now. They had like they had like 4 Disney steel books. I think they might have been Blu-ray, but they had 4 of them. A couple of them, they were like a mix pack. It wasn't like all the same things. It was, I can't remember what movies there were, but they were like only $9 for 4 steel books.
That's not
there's also Groove. I find stuff on there every so often.
Groove's good, but so far their shipping has been awful, especially if you're ordering a steelbook.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Like they bonk them all up.
They just do not care.
That sucks.
Yeah, I hate that
which is weird because I'm pretty sure Groove is like I think it's Universal. I think they're like a Universal, like they're basically Universal. It's like
Universal. Shout Factory. Shout Factory, I think, is didn't they buy Shout Factory or something?
Something happened. Yeah. Well, yeah, they bought like the distribution of it or something like that. Yeah. But they've made it really, really hard for other outlets that you would hope, like the Movie Room and other like mom and pop style physical media stores that are popping up online. But Groove is really just kind of taking over this market because it's got the backing of, I'm pretty sure it's Universal. I don't think I'm overstepping when I say that, but their shipping sucks. So it's like, if you guys want to take over this market, pack your shit.
No, that's awful. And that's another thing that I find so annoying where it's like with Amazon or other companies like what you're describing, like with eBay, like, yeah, you're paying a little bit extra because they're, like, hey, we got something that you can get, but they like bubble wrap it like 3 times. And
Yeah.
I've always had good experiences with it. Where it's like, yeah, I'm paying the price, but like you're making sure that my product gets here the way it should be. And there was one time I still own this Tucker and Dale versus Evil steelbook that got slightly dented, but it's enough where I'm like, fine, whatever. But I still hold a grudge for that bastard that just let that go in the box.
That's fair. That's fair.
Well, with eBay, they bubble wrap it and they take care of it. And it's like, yeah, I paid a little bit more than I probably should have, but I really wanted it. And they made sure that it got here safely. Like, that's what you should do. So
this is how this came. They sent this.
How fucked up is that?
It was more fucked up before I knocked some of the dents out of it.
Oh no, you had to know.
This was in COVID, and it was just going to be a pain in the ass. So I just kept it. The discs were all right. The 4K, the steelbooks inside are fine.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I do point at the dents. I'm so concerned.
Oh, there you go.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh no. Oh.
Was that Amazon or Best Buy?
That was Amazon. Oh no, it's Best Buy.
It was Best Buy. The bastards.
Yeah, Best Buy couldn't do those steelbook boxes to save their fucking lives.
Well, it was a soft envelope. It wasn't even in a box.
Oh yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it is soft. I'm
That's
angry.
why like 90% of those Rambo box sets that went out that were still boxes, they all arrived with dents. Like you couldn't get one.
Yeah.
It's like, but like my eye drops come in like a gigantic box.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
One
with paper wrapped around it.
Definitely that.
Are you kidding me?
Oh,
They have the most inconsistent boxing ever. I don't know how that happens. I've worked for them before, but I didn't work in the box. I didn't work in that department. I was just a picker, and then a different time I worked there, I was in returns. But I don't know how that even works there. How stuff like something little gets put in a gigantic box.
right? It's so stupid. I used to work at Barnes and Noble, and I would like unbox books and then like rebox them like for purchases and stuff like that. And I like have this thing called a brain, and I figured out how to use the space appropriate, and I don't understand what's going on. Like I just ordered 2 eye drops or like something like mascara, something super small, and like a giant box arrives. And I'm like, well, what did I forget that I ordered something? And I open it, and it's 2 bits of mascara with a bunch of bubble wrap. I'm like, what are we doing today?
Well, this came the other day from Amazon, and it was in a box, and it had wrapping on it. I could not believe it. It was the first time they've actually, and I was shocked. I was really shocked.
I've lost count here lately at where steelbook from Amazon's arriving, and it's just in this big paper envelope where you could fit like 7 of them in there with nothing in it, and it's just so the carrier can hold the corner and throw it on my porch.
Exactly. So it's either a giant box where it could get jostled, or it's in like the little paper thing where it could get dented.
Bubble mailer.
It's not even a bubble mailer.
Not even a bubble.
There was bubble to it. It's just thick cardboard, and that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah, insane.
They also have one that you can't tear open. It's so like you just can't do it with your hands. And there's no protection inside it either. So it's kind of like,
no, I've got a couple of those here lately too.
I hate those so much. Like it's just tear here. I'm like, I can't physically tear.
Oh, it's better. It's better than the other ones that have like, I don't know, insulation that belong in an attic. Have you gotten those yet?
Oh yeah.
It's the envelope that if you don't tear it where it says tear, and you just say, no, I'm gonna rip this fucker open, then you're just inhaling, I don't know, some sort of
Yeah, it has
It's
insulation.
I don't know what's happening.
Yeah.
It's asbestos.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
awful. Yeah.
Yeah, I've had a few of those, and those are just like, oh my god. And one day it was like raining. It was kind of semi-wet, and
No.
opened it, and it was all over. It was just all over the place. It was like, what
Nice.
the hell?
I love it.
And it
What
gets
is this?
nose and
Yeah.
We could definitely do like a 2-hour show, Amazon horror stories. This could definitely be a theme.
that
We
would
need
We need to make
work
a
on this.
video. We need to make
It's like-
a video for their training purposes.
Yeah.
So it's like, look,
yeah.
this is
We'll put
how
out-
you do it.
We'll put out the word a week in advance. Have people send us their pictures and videos of how they've gotten shit from Amazon. We'll just start showcasing them on a show one night.
Because surely you couldn't be in such a rush to get things done that you just match stuff up like that.
No.
It's just, there's no way. I mean, come on.
No.
Now, I would totally be on board for that because it's not even just Amazon. It's like, like Target. I mean, I guess you could say Walmart, like whatever. Like sometimes like it there are horror stories that you could share. So like we'll start with our qualms and then we will give solutions and then hope that they can hear.
So you'd go from analyzing horror to analyzing Amazon.
Yes.
Yeah, it's like
Yes.
it's the end of mankind as we know it.
Yes.
I am analyzing Amazon as well. Yes, absolutely. Especially when it comes to my steelbooks. Jeez, be nice to them.
Hey, speaking of, hey John, do you got Lauren's theme handy?
Oh yeah.
Oh, but wait a minute.
Ah, damn it.
I didn't get to go yet.
Oh yeah, sorry.
Oh yeah.
I got excited because she said something that reminded me.
But
yes,
I am
Geno,
excited
please.
for that. But I am excited for that segment. But all right, let me go here quickly. The first film that I'm surprised has never gotten a Blu-ray release. It got a DVD release, but in friggin' Germany. Okay. And it's a weird German DVD too. It's formatted weird and everything. Like if you try to do anything with it. But on these shores in America, it's stuck in like VHS hell.
Oh no.
And this is a movie that's kind of special to me because it essentially formed a bond between me and this guy up in Canada named Zane Clark. Hey Zane, how you doing there? And we watch movies, like we sync up each other's like plexes or whatever, and we watch movies together on like Facebook Messenger video or whatever. And this movie is a movie that when we first saw it, we hated it. But then when we saw it again, we actually really liked it. And that movie is the Sherman Hemsley classic, Ghost Fever.
Ghost Fever. John, make that big screen. I want to see this. This is amazing.
I apologize. Yeah.
No,
and then there was Ghost Dad, wasn't it? With
but
Bill
this
Cosby.
This is Ghost Fever, a contagious comedy for the whole family. And basically what this movie is about, it's basically about Sherman Hemsley and his buddy there, played by Luis Avalos.
God, I forgot about this movie.
They're two policemen who have to go enforce an eviction notice. And when they get there, they find these two beautiful Southern belles who turn out to be ghosts who can't leave their house unless they take ectoplasm pills. And to make things even weirder, the house in question was an old plantation house, and the former slave owner comes back to life as a vampire and also as a breakdancing mummy.
As one should.
And Sherman Hemsley sings a couple of songs in it. There's a weird boxing match for whatever reason, just so Smokin' Joe Frazier can have a cameo. It's a real mess of a movie, and if you'll take a gander down here, I don't know if the camera will pick that up.
Yeah.
It's directed by our good old friend Alan Smithy.
Oh yeah.
And this is the DVD with the most gratuitously inappropriate cover for a family film you'll ever see.
All right, can't wait. Oh, hello.
I can't wait.
Like, there's at
Wow.
no point in this movie where there's a chick naked like that. Like, there's at no point at all. And who the hell
Is
is
it the
this
same
guy?
movie?
Is that Tina Turner?
Yeah. Tina Turner ripoff.
We wish. But yeah, Ghost Fever, it's not the best movie in the world, admittedly. But hey, if Manos the freaking Hands of Fate can get a Blu-ray, why not this?
Right.
Yeah.
You know? So there's Ghost Fever, done and dusted. Great song at the end, by the way, sung by Sherman Hemsley. Ghost Fever, it comes on supernaturally. Ghost Fever, spirit set me free.
Hell yeah.
And so my next thing that I think needs an upgrade is actually not a movie, but a television program. And I have multiple complete series sets of this because the entire complete run of the series is public domain. But there has yet to be a Blu-ray release of this. And unfortunately, I could say this firsthand because I contacted the original the people who own the rights to the original film materials. There will probably never be an official Blu-ray release of the series, unfortunately, even though it's quite good. And that series is the 1954 to 1955 Sherlock Holmes series, starring Ronald Howard as Sherlock Holmes and featuring H. Marion Crawford as Dr. Watson. This series was a series produced in France by Guild Films by Sheldon Reynolds. And it's a really, really great series. Like Ronald Howard, who is the son of Leslie Howard, who was in Gone with the Wind, Scarlet Pimpernel, and what have you. He makes for an excellent Holmes. This was my introduction, and it's a very approachable entryway into the Sherlock Holmes mythos. Like, excellent series that unfortunately only ran for 39 episodes.
He looks just like his dad.
Not that one. Yeah. Yeah, I've got a bunch, but I don't have that one. I've got some of the old ones, but
excellent series.
That's pretty rare, yeah.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah, that's really cool.
And my next film is, have any of you ever heard of a little film called A Bug's Life?
Yeah.
I freaking love The Bug's Life. Are you kidding me?
And have you also heard of the DreamWorks ripoff called Ants?
Even better.
Yeah, it's good.
Oh, great. Do you want to meet its grandfather?
No shit.
Show it.
Hoppity Goes to Town, which was film. This is Hoppity Goes to Town. Original title, by the way, was Mr. Bug Goes to Town. Okay. This was a film that was produced by Max Fleischer, who, of course, is well known now as the creator of Betty Boop and did the Popeye cartoons, did the very first Superman cartoons. And he also helmed probably my favorite animated feature of all time, that being Gulliver's Travels. Mr. Bug Goes to Town is an interesting one because, unfortunately, this film has a rather sad story. And that sad story is that this film was not a box office success when it came out. And I'll tell you why. It was not a box office success because it came out 2 days before the bombing of Pearl Harbor in 1941.
Wow. Okay.
So this was not a success, and it cost the Fleischers their studio. Wow. And Paramount swooped in. Both Fleischer brothers handed in letters of resignation, and boom, Fleischer Studios then became Famous Studios. And while I do like the Famous Studios, and there's a whole handful of us that like the Famous Studios cartoons, the quality in animation drops drastically once it becomes Famous Studios. So yeah, this is Hoppity Goes to Town, or Mr. Bug Goes to Town, original title. Basically, he's a clever Hoppity is a incredibly clever grasshopper, but all of his wit and wisdoms can't protect his insect friends from the carelessness of the human ones. When he discovers a glorious and seemingly safe garden belonging to a kindly songwriter and his wife, Hoppity thinks his problems are solved, but the adventure is just beginning. Follow Hoppity and all of his delightful pals through a rollicking escapade with a message about taking care of our environment, which is especially important today. With music by the unparalleled team of Hoagie Carmichael and Frank Losser, the Fleischer Brothers animated gem is a classic the whole family will love. So yeah, Hoppity Goes to Town, a rather underrated and little known animated feature film from 1941.
Wow. Okay.
Some kind of heavy hitters behind that, the making of that movie.
Yeah.
And speaking of the Fleischer Brothers, now this film did get a Blu-ray release by Thunderbean Animation, an excellent Blu-ray release. I love Gulliver's Travels, but now with Paramount and Maurice Alvarado, Thad Komorowski, and Ray Pointer, and a whole bunch of others are currently restoring the Fleischer cartoons from the original Paramount archives. So hopefully we may someday see a Blu-ray release of Gulliver's Travels, an official Blu-ray. This is, while it's a great Blu-ray, and Steve Stanfield at Thunderbean Animation did a fantastic job of it, I think that because now they are coming out with the Fleischer cartoons Blu-ray from the original Paramount materials, I think it's time we finally get a good release of Gulliver, because it's my favorite animated film of all time. Just a great film. Here's a VHS copy of it that I also have. Just a fantastic film that I believe is underappreciated as well. And so now my final two I'm cheating with, because these have had deluxe 4K Blu-ray editions, but not these specific versions of these. How many of you are familiar with a man by the name of Giorgio Moroder?
I don't think
I've heard of him.
Well, Giorgio Moroder in 1984 released a rock and roll soundtrack version of Fritz Lang's classic silent film Metropolis, featuring music by Freddie Mercury, Bonnie Tyler, Adam Ant, John Anderson, Billy Squier, you name it, they were on it. So Geno did release the Giorgio Moroder 1984 Metropolis on Blu-ray. However, we aren't so lucky with these other two rock and roll laden silent films. Probably my favorite of the two that I'm going to show is Nosferatu, the first vampire.
Yes.
Now you may ask, what makes this version of Nosferatu so wonderful? Well, not only is it a great film, the original 1922 silent, which this cover does not really represent, but what makes this version great is not only does it have an introduction by David Carradine, but also, and this was my introduction to the band, has a soundtrack comprised of songs by the group Typo Negative.
Oh, shit.
And the songs, even though they come from the first 4 albums that Typo Negative put out, the songs that were selected go wonderfully with this film. Like, this is the best version of Nosferatu you'll ever likely see. I mean, it is on YouTube. This version is on YouTube. But if you actually want a physical copy of it, and I have numerous. I have this copy, the original VHS from '98. I have this from Front Row Entertainment, and I have these two cheapies from Digiview. Big fan of that version of Nosferatu. And I also do have, and now this is a true rarity, I have the original VHS cover signed by the band.
Oh, nice.
So
That's cool.
So even if you get, even those cheap $1 Digiview editions are going for like 34 or something odd bucks online now. Like, and the reason why I got that signed copy is because I'm friends with the producer of that version, Wayne J. Keeley. And I just want to give a good tip of the hat to you, sir. He and I, when all of his medical stuff is over with, he and I are going to work on a re-release of that, hopefully, because that version of Nosferatu is just as much of a cult classic as the Giorgio Moroder Metropolis. Like, when you hear Peter Steele's deep vampiric vocals singing over the scenes of Nosferatu climbing the stairs to suck Ellen's blood in the film, it's friggin' fantastic. Fantastic. I can't recommend it highly enough. Nosferatu plus typo negative equals happy Geno.
Yep, I like it. I like
Now-
it.
Was there any what do you call it, copyright issues with the music or anything holding it up?
There could be some issues that we might face with that. But hopefully we can get those ironed out and reissue it. But yeah, that's something that should definitely be reissued for the masses. Like Nosferatu, the First Vampire, typo negative, just an awesome version of an awesome movie. And I have several versions of Nosferatu, and that is by far my favorite. And I also want to give a big tip of the Stetson to my friend Nigel Driner, who formerly of the Modern Times Charlie Chaplin podcast. Now, as with Nosferatu and Metropolis, there was another film that received a rock and roll soundtrack, or at least became a rock opera. And that was this particular copy from Video Treasures, featuring an introduction by Christopher Lee of The Phantom of the Opera.
Oh,
and
wow.
a new masterpiece for the 90s. This has music by Rick Wakeman of Yes, and there are some great songs on the soundtrack. And I made a DVD. I as soon as I got this tape, which is unfortunately duplicated in the dreaded EP mode, I transferred this sumbitch to DVD, and it's all washed out and crap. And what makes it worse is this version of the film is color tinted, and there's a color sequence in it. So the colors are all just smeary SLP laden mess. So that's why I think this version of the film needs to be restored, because this was the first way I saw Phantom of the Opera, and I was blown away by it. So it's freaking fantastic. It has an introduction by Christopher Lee, as I said before. Just a brilliant version of Phantom of the Opera that deserves to be better seen and better known. Like even some diehard Phantom of the Opera fans probably haven't seen this version. Like I know when I talked to my friend Richard Day Gore, who puts out marvelous music videos and songs based on the classic monsters. Go check his channel out, Richard Day Gore. Even he didn't know about this. So I'm glad to have introduced it to him. So yeah, the Rick Wakeman version of Phantom of the Opera, highly recommended from me, and deserves to be upgraded to Blu-ray as an alternative. I mean, again, this Phantom of the Opera and that Nosferatu, okay, they're not the definitive versions. Like you want to see it with the orchestral score and all the beautiful, wonderful, colorful tints and everything. Kino Lorber Blu-ray, fine. That's the definitive version. I will grant you that. But these versions are fun alternatives, and I think they're very approachable versions for people who are rather adverse to silent film. So definitely, I think these need to be preserved as well. So
very cool stuff.
Cool.
Yeah.
Awesome.
I like it. I didn't even know that one Nosferatu was a thing. I need to go check it out now.
Good. I converted somebody.
I'm gonna hunt it down.
I figured you were going to have some really good stuff. That's the kind of stuff I was looking for, because
Yes,
I don't have a lot of that stuff in my collection, and more my stuff's more modern. I like finding out about these older movies and television shows that I don't know about yet.
Yeah, I still remember my my dad when I was like in high school maybe. We had a dad-daughter like night, and he made like homemade grilled burgers, and then we watched the black and white Dracula. I think that might have been, what was it, like maybe 50s or 60s? I can't remember the year.
The Bela Lugosi one or the Christopher Lee one?
Bela.
31.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah.
So we ate homemade cheeseburgers, and we watched that, and it was just the two of us, and so I have a fond memory of Dracula. So, yay for Dracula.
Yeah.
but yeah.
Good memories. Yeah.
Yeah, totally. So, and after that I got introduced to Nosferatu. So I haven't watched that copy that you just brought up, but I think that it's very interesting, especially like the new one too. Have you seen the new one?
No, I have not. But I don't hear very good things about it.
Okay.
And I think now there's a lot of people that love the Werner Herzog remake from '79 with Klaus Kinski. I'm not particularly a fan of it, but hey, if you love it, you love it. I'm not going to begrudge you from that. But for me, the 1922 original will always be the king of silent horror films and probably horror films in general. I mean, it's debatable where did the horror film start. People say it started with the Georges Méliès films. People say it started with Frankenstein from Edison's company. People say it started with Cabin of Dr. Caligari. But for a lot of us, I think you could really trace the roots of modern day horror to Nosferatu.
Absolutely. I guess my next question, and this is just out of curiosity, are you more Nosferatu or like Bram Stoker's Dracula?
Nosferatu. I mean, dude. I mean, look at him. Would you want to run up against a guy that looks like that in a dark alley?
I don't want to fuck up anybody.
I mean, come on now. I mean, Bela Lugosi I can handle. Christopher Lee I can handle. A guy that looks like this, probably not.
I would say not as well. Yes.
Could you imagine seeing that back in, being pretty much the first of its kind? You can imagine being the first audiences to watch that.
Yeah.
And it's silent too. So
people were creeped out during the filming of it. I mean, like there were people who, like there's a scene where Nosferatu loads his coffin filled with rats and dirt onto like a raft, and the guys who were controlling the raft were like, "Do we really have to do this, man? Now?" And they were like, "Yes,
yeah, you do."
Yes, so no Wiener Schnitzel, none.
What have you seen the last Dementor?
No, I have not. Is that worth seeing?
I think that since it sounds like you are a fan, I think it is worth watching. Is it the best movie in the world? No, but it is worth a watch. Have you read Dracula by chance?
That's something I'm ashamed to say that I've actually never read the original version of that.
Got it.
But, unfortunately, from what I've heard, they have never, except for one version that Christopher Lee made in the 70s, there's never really been a 100% faithful adaptation of that on film.
Well, so what I was going to say is that I read it like back in high school, so it's been a minute. But, so the book, or excuse me, the movie that I'm talking about, it's based off of a section of chapters in the like right in the middle of the book, and it is just diaries of people on the ship being like, something weird's happened, blah 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 blah, and like weird shit starts to happen. And so that's just the movie. It just embellishes on like what you would expect happened. And anyway, but yeah, and I remember that one, that when I read it in high school, I was just like, this is really uncomfortable. Like I'm just reading diary entries and I'm just like, so yeah, I think that it's worth a watch. That there are times where things get drawn out a little bit longer. I have my own criticisms, but for the most part, it is a good watch, especially if you like Dracula and its story. So I was curious if you liked that movie.
Now, is that like one of these newer movies that's like a 5-hour Broadway production, or is it a nice, concise, like hour and a half maybe? Because I got ADHD. I can't handle like 5-hour movies if they're not good.
I hear that. I hear that.
Totally understand. I'd have to double check, but I'm feeling it's a nice crisp 145. So like,
all right, maybe I can do that.
2-hour round.
Well, they did come out with that one movie in 2000 called Shadow of the Vampire, where
yes.
William
Yes,
Dafoe, and
indeed.
it's showing the making of
Yeah.
Nosferatu.
And the late Udo Kier is in that as well. And
Yeah.
Cary Elwes. Everybody forgets he's in that too. And John
Yeah.
Malkovich. Great cast for that. And pretty interesting take on the making of Nosferatu. But I may have shown this last time I was on here, but I do have Max Schreck's biography, the guy who was Nosferatu in the original 1922 film. There was a guy by the name of Stephen Eickhoff who wrote Max Schreck's biography. Unfortunately, it never got it's in German, but it never got an English translation. So I got it just for the pretty pictures because I can't read a lick of German.
Yeah.
I got lots of movies like that.
Yeah.
Well, for the longest time, they made it like Max Schreck was he really a vampire? You know, they had this legend building up behind him and stuff, and they've just recently kind of pushed that aside as it wasn't real. But there was for a while there was like, because he would only appear at night on the film set to do the stuff, and it was all
but if you really dig deep
stuff
into German silent film and German film in general, he appears in a lot of films, like maybe as a background character or just as different type of a character. But he's in a lot of German silent films that unfortunately just haven't been seen over here. The only other German silent film that he's appeared in that's ever gotten any sort of home media release other than Nosferatu is F.W. Murnau's ill-fated comedy. Now, man wasn't well known for his comedies. Well, he's more well known for his macabre horror films and such, and his emotionally riveting films like The Last Laugh. But he did make one departure, which was a comedy called The Finances of the Grand Duke. And Max Schreck is in that as like an evil conspirator with like a long goatee and frizzy hair and everything. Tall drink of water if you ever see a real picture of Max Schreck. But he was a real person, ladies and gentlemen, just a really good actor.
He was a vampire, damn it. It was a real vampire.
You changed my mind.
But I guess you could say, and I don't know how our friend who analyzes horror would think of this, but I guess you could say Nosferatu raised the stakes of horror films.
He's got the puns.
I couldn't agree more, and that's one of the reasons why I brought up The Last Mentor, because I feel like while it is still Dracula, he takes on a more like monstrous physique. So that's why I was trying to recommend it to you. But yeah,
that sounds really familiar. That sounds really interesting, actually, to get that kind of take on
it. And I guess I will say, like, what I find personally impressive and a little bit disappointing is like there's practical effects, but then the CGI is so obvious when the practical effects are done so well. So it does do that a little bit, but it does do you're more of a creature. You're not just like Gary Oldman coming at you. So
yeah. No, I want to check that out because I hadn't heard of it, but it sounds interesting to me.
It's good. It's set on a ship, so it's like an isolated situation, so you can't escape. So
yeah.
I see a comment here from Movie Hunter that says it's The Last Voyage of the Demeter. It's 1 hour and 58 minutes. Holy God! You know what? I might split it into 2 nights. I might do what they did with the Dino De Laurentiis King Kong and what NBC did back in the day. Tune in for day 1 of King Kong and come back for night 2.
I said
it's 2 hours.
35, so I was close. Okay, guys.
Yes. Okay.
It's fun. It's not. I mean, again, like I said, like there are bits of storyline where if it were me, I would cut. But it's good. It's just you get you're on a ship, you can't escape. Something spooky is on the ship and like knocking people out. Like that's the first 30 minutes at least, and then the rest, like they try to do something a little bit ridiculous. So I'll say that, but it's worth at least the third like 30-40 minutes. But if you want to be like, okay, this is stupid, and you don't want to talk about it afterwards,
never talking about this again.
talk about the parts you like, but yeah, like nobody has to like every minute of a movie. Not everything is everybody's cup of tea, so it's all good. But I think you guys would like it, especially if you're a Dracula fan. Right after I brought up my like 3 different bits of Dracula.
Now, I'm glad that I'm actually on here with somebody who analyzes horror, and I'm going to keep dropping your name here. What do you think of the Universal film Dracula's Daughter? There's one scene in that where people have come to the summation that Dracula's daughter, Countess von Telesky, or am I thinking of the Andy Griffith Show with that name? The Dracula's daughter. There's one scene in that where she kind of erotically encroaches upon a female, and the next shot you see is of like this mask hanging on the wall. It stars Gloria Holden. Bela Lugosi was going to be in it, but I guess for some reason they didn't want him in it, even though they have him in publicity photos talking with Gloria Holden. It's a rather interesting film, and I just want to get your take on it. Is that like lesbian vampire fiction? I mean, look, I realize that in the pantheon of Dracula in and of itself, it's a bisexual vampire. Like he don't care who he suckles on as long as he gets his blood at the end of the day. But I'm just wondering if that's like one of the first. I'm just wondering if that's like one of the first examples of like homoerotic vampire fiction on film.
I hope so.
I would say that it's that kind of trope, right? Where like vampire and like being spicy, sexy, like that kind of thing. Where it's like, I gotta get my blood, but it's like there are multiple other stories that I've read where like female vampire, like brides, whatever, and they go after another woman that happens in their basement or what have you. So I think that's where it is. I don't really think that it's like we're trying to do like a LGBT queer kind of thing. I think it's just it doesn't matter to them at a certain point, and I think that's one of the reasons why, at least for me, I find them scary like that, because they don't care. Like there's blood and you're there, and like you're their victim, and here I come. So that's how I view it. But
that would be like them going after only certain blood types. Like
right.
choosy vampires only do.
Choosy vampires choose type O.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so I see it as that, but then also I guess you could kind of think of it as like, well, like it's a woman. It's like, yeah, well, and it could be kind of like a bisexual or like whatever you want to call it. Like it doesn't matter. Like I can smell your blood, and like I'm attracted to you, like whether you're male or female, I don't fucking care. It's like, here I come. So that's why
that's like the monster element, of anybody's prey, anybody's
exactly
up for grabs, like, so to speak,
exactly.
I would think.
No, I totally agree. I think that's how I view it. I mean, not everyone has their own interpretation, but
that's what makes it interesting.
Yeah, for sure.
Absolutely. Well, guys, we've gone over like 11 minutes. Do I still want to make Lauren mad, or do we just move
I
to
live for
next
this
week?
moment.
Okay, then I think
I love the theme song.
yeah. Okay, then
I
think
actually wanted to sing the theme song tonight, but the thing
nice.
is with my deep voice.
You could definitely
Hey
pull it off.
Lauren, look what I've got. Yeah, I wanted to do that tonight. But you know what?
The bastards.
She's been unfairly singled out.
Yeah, no,
You
it's
ready?
fine. She likes it. I think deep down she likes it. John, I think you know what to do.
It's time to play a little game where I show Lauren some fun things. It'll make her mad, I guarantee, but it'll be fun for you and me. It's time to play. Hey Lauren, look what I got. Hey Lauren, it's time to play. Hey Lauren, look what I got. Oh.
You
Hey,
guys
Lauren.
suck so much.
Hey Lauren, look what I got. Now available as a 12-inch single.
I think you need to get a copyright on that ASAP. So we
Yeah,
can-
right.
Yeah, and that needs to be on a colored vinyl.
That way the Foo Fighters can't cover it and take it as their own.
Oh, they would be the ones. They would be the ones.
Yeah.
Hey, Lauren, what's your favorite horror Christmas movie?
I fear to answer that because you probably have it in your hand.
Yeah, I got this really cool German edition. Check out this German edition of Krampus I got.
No! No!
How pretty that is.
I gotta find your address. I gotta steal your shit.
No, I've got an
God.
alarm. It's cool. I got ADT.
Oh my
Look at that. I know how much you love the inside stuff. Check this out. Oh,
Oh my god.
look at that.
So bad.
And I'm gonna tell you what, just to make it an even playing field. This one is a little bit for you, but after this past conversation, this kind of goes toward Geno too, because you guys were talking a lot. Here is, I actually showed this off in a previous episode, but it was still right here next to me, so we're gonna show it off again. Here's the original Nosferatu steelbook from Eureka.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Isn't that
That
great?
is beautiful.
I wish they would have done more to the back, but that's cool. But they did do really good inside.
Okay.
Hey Geno, look what I've got.
There it is. I should have done a new edit of the song, and it came with a really cool booklet.
But
came
that
with
is
really
great.
cool booklet.
Oh, nice booklet.
The
That is
booklet.
a nice,
Nice.
booklet.
Nice.
Behind the scenes stuff. I love this last page where it shows you. It shows you. This is how you watch the movie. Don't zoom it in. Don't crop it. This is correct. This is you want the bars
beautiful.
on the
Box.
side.
Yeah, you got to pillar box it. 133.
Exactly. I like that they included that at the end of the booklet.
Does
Like
people do that?
people do that,
Yes.
man. People zoom
You want to
in.
know
They crop it.
something? You want to know something? I saw a Facebook post, and after my response, I was unfriended right away, or I unfriended that person right away. There was a post where somebody actually said, "How come they can't take my old cartoons and make them 16:9 to fit my TV?" So legit, these people do exist, and I don't want to be anywhere near them.
No.
Yeah. Yeah, they stretch Bugs Bunny out like he's all stretched out.
Yeah.
Like he's a
Yeah,
flippin'
they want to
pancake.
fit.
The only serious people I've ever known about that are Laserdisc people because
Mhm.
Laserdiscs were formatted for, standard TVs, the
CRTs.
133:1. And so whenever you watch it if you watch a letterbox on a new TV, it's not technically the right aspect ratio. So you can zoom in on that to get the correct aspect ratio. But I've never heard of people like actually doing that on an actual 4:3. Zooming it in to the point where it's
Oh yeah, people
Widescreen.
can't stand it. People can't.
Yeah, they're all stretched out.
People
Yeah.
bitch about that outside of what, like one of the last episodes of Game of Thrones when it was like that really dark like battle scene. Like outside of that, I haven't seen people be like, "Oh, I need to zoom in, I need to zoom out." Like it's like just watch the damn movie, God.
Yeah, watch it how it's meant to be watched.
Just
Yeah.
watch it.
Well,
Yeah.
that was a nice, short, easy. Hey, Lauren, look what I got. You're welcome. I kept it simple, even though you've been AWOL for a few episodes. So I need to get you really good sometime.
Yeah,
with
you
some good
traumatized
stuff.
me, so thank you.
It's cool. It's cool. Just put it on the list of stuff you need to find. But we've gone like 17 minutes over. So we'll just run around real quick. Geno, you are our guest tonight. Anything you want to plug real quick that you're working on, that you're excited it's coming up?
Well, next week I'm going to be recording an episode of the Heart to Heart William S. Hart podcast, where me, Clive Davis, and Nick Sheehan are going to be reviewing a couple more William S. Hart films. So we're going to be reviewing the films Blue Blazes Rawdon, and we're actually going to be having on a guest to discuss the film Riddle Gone because there's very little footage from it. We're going to be having a guest on named Michael F. Blake. And this man has written no less than 3 books on Lon Chaney Sr., and because Lon Chaney Sr. actually appears in Riddle Gone. And we're going to be discussing the significance of the film to Chaney's filmography and such. So that'll be a fun episode. I'm still wanting to get Six Gun Theater back on television. The studio has yet to tell me if the virtual set has been installed, but I keep hoping and I keep waiting so I could just finally get season 4 underway. What the theme of this season will be revealed soon enough, ladies and gentlemen. And the program Cartooning with Cuddy that I was going to start, I've decided to step away from that project for now until I become more comfortable with my abilities as a cartoonist. So I'm going to step away from that for now. As far as anything else, I'm still going to be writing articles for The Current and other places like my blog Blazing Justice. I need to get back into writing. I need to get my laptop back from the shop because the screen broke. So hopefully when I get that back, hopefully everything will fall under place. And other than that, there's really not much else going on with me at the moment. What's going on with you guys? What's the haps?
Yeah, right. Lauren, how about you? Ladies next. What do you got? Anything coming up? Anything you want to plug?
Yeah, just I'm mostly on Instagram and Letterboxd. Need to catch up on my writing for movie reviews. I've got some content, especially with St. Patrick's Day coming up, like Leprechaun stuff like that.
Nice.
And that's mostly it. Outside of like some new projects that I'm working on, but nothing that I want to plug just yet because I'm still working on it. But those are the 2 that I would recommend to check out. Analyzing horror on both ends. So yeah, that's me.
Nice.
Cool.
Mike, how about yourself, sir?
Tomorrow night at 8:00 on my channel, I'm going to have a live stream with Mr. Dan and horror. And we are going to discuss different stuff. Like we're going to discuss Hammer horror. We're going to talk about some Kung Fu. Maybe throw some Westerns in there, and just some. Last time he was on, we didn't have enough stuff to talk about, so we're going to kind of continue that talk with some stuff. So yeah, so 8:00 tomorrow night on my channel Eastern Time. Mr. Dan.
Very nice. John, how about you, sir?
Just the same old stuff. Well, actually, I want to start. So thanks everybody and I'm sorry we didn't get to all of your comments tonight. We will try to do that next week. When we have interesting conversations on here. We want to I'd rather get into the conversation than being interrupted constantly with the chat. I apologize about that. I just try to do it a little bit different right here. And I thank everybody on Instagram. Had about 10 people drop in tonight. I don't know how many people are concurrently watching, but I appreciate you guys over there stopping by. So I've been pretty much just doing TikTok videos. They're simpler, a little bit funner, and just making videos on movies and figures, and just made one for the Green Day album. So just pretty much on Instagram, TikTok, and on here on YouTube, and just doing that. So that's about it right now. Need to make some more long form for YouTube, but I just having a lot of fun doing it over on TikTok. It's just more engagement in the movie collecting community over there. So
yeah, I need to get over there on TikTok.
Yeah, you definitely get fast return over there. But yeah, I'm actually TikTok myself, Stills Resin 4Ks here on YouTube, on Instagram. I've got some new videos coming up on both YouTube and Instagram. Last night, I was actually part of a live. If anybody wants to go back and check it out over on Mega Mike's channel, we did a versus. He's doing like a versus breaking down. We're doing, and last night was Friday 13th versus Nightmare on Elm Street. I was on the Elm Street team. I'm not going to ruin it and tell you who won, but I will say the right team won. So go back and check that out. And
then Lauren can go and analyze that.
She can go analyze that, and we can get a video about that too. Maybe just a reaction video of you watching it. That'd be cool. But yeah, I got some stuff coming up for my YouTube videos that I've been posting more of lately. Thank God. Same thing for Instagram and TikTok, Stills Raising 4Ks. And of course on Instagram, I do the group buys. I've got a big one coming up probably tomorrow for the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man's going to open up tomorrow. So that's going to be exciting. But yes, like John said, thank you everybody in the chat for not only being here, but just chiming in. When we get a guest, we get engaged, we get going, we forget to check. I'm sorry. And Geno,
we not only get engaged, but we walk down the aisle as well.
That's right. That's right. But as always, Geno, thank you for coming again. We are always welcome. Just like all of our guests are welcome to come back anytime. And we'll be back next Wednesday, guys. So hopefully we'll be there. No problems. And you'll see at least 4 of us and maybe a guest again. But y'all have a good night, and we'll see you next week.
Yep.
See you later.
Yep. See you guys.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.